Recently, I've really wanted to make a fantasy world, like a fantasy map with tons of different factions and geography features and storylines, and I think today I'm going to start it, and I'll go into all the details later. But first, let me show you my PowerPoint, because I thought it'd be a great idea to plan a bit out. So as you can see, first we've got stats. Now these are already rough, they'll probably change, in fact they will change, but the population will probably about 72 million between all the factions. The area will be about 1 million kilometers square, or about the size of Egypt, which makes sense. The longest river, I kind of just want it to be some sort of river of life that goes through the entire thing. Then the tallest mountain will be owned by the Air Genasi, at about 4,000 meters tall, and the Air Genasi, I'll get into that later. Now, the largest city by population, I kind of want it to be, a massive, sprawling city of flower fairies. But the largest city by area will be just something, by men. Necessities. We need rivers, mountains, lakes, something like that, obviously. Deserts, forests, snowy peaks, but also like a mystical waterfall. After that, we need like a dragon layer and magic areas, where wizards and stuff. Then obviously a massive city, and also to do with magic, a magic university. But also you need small villages and ports and beaches and caves and stuff like that. And most importantly, maybe languages. This needs to be like it would be if you were in an actual world. So languages, we need languages. Okay, the final step before we start making the map is which factions. So there are a ton of factions here, and I think this is everything we're going to include. So a human kind of thing. I don't want them to be exactly like humans, but basically just humans. Then elves are very similar to humans, just a bit different. I like elves from Lord of the Rings, by the way, something like that. Dwarves, because if you have elves, you need dwarves. Then a Dracator, I think they're called. It's basically like a dragon person, which makes sense. Ents, everybody loves Ents. Flower fairies, dark elves, dark fairies, halflings or hobbits, like Lord of the Rings hobbits, mermaids, gnomes. I definitely want some place for gnomes, and a ghouls kind of thing. I don't know, some sort of like ghost thingy, and similarly a cyclops maybe. And then a people. This one I'm debating whether it's that, but it'd be so cool that people that can turn into a griffin, but also just stay as normal human if they like. Then obviously orcs and goblins, hobgoblins, leprechauns, skeletons, and the big one, Air Genasi, which I kind of want to be the founders of the entire land, and I'll get into the story some other time. So what we're going to do in this series is simply make the map, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything past that, but the big idea for me is I've got this really big 100-page sketchbook where the first few pages I'll have maps, and then on the left page where I won't be making pictures, I'll write, the stories and stuff. And then each page after the maps will kind of be either events or characters or places or basically anything that happened at any time on the map. So for example, if I wanted to draw some sort of slimy old village, I could say that it's a part of the human faction in wherever it is on the map and make a big story for my art. And that's the big idea that I want to do. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do the pictures. I will do them if you like on the channel. But on the channel, all I know is I'm going to do the map, which is going to take some time. So in the background here, you've kind of been watching me make some sort of little outline of how I'd like the thing to go. It's not very good. It's just, the idea. And now we're going to go to actually doing it on paper. So this is what I've done so far, and I think looking at this, I think it looks alright. I've also decided I'm going to do two maps. This is going to be for the geographical things, and this here is going to be for the factions and things. So I think it looks alright. I'm probably going to tweak it a little bit still, but now I'm going to go over the outlines with a biro. So you can see I've gone around with this biro. I've also made the big wall, which I'll explain again later. Actually, no, probably not in this video, but there's going to be a big wall there. So now I'm going to add like mountains and forests and things. Okay, I got a bit carried away. And by that I mean I basically finished the entire thing. Yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. I really like this. This is obviously the mountains, big wall, bigger mountains. This is going to be a desert, as you can see here. This is going to be kind of like flat plains. These are hills, basically. And this is going to be the big forest, like the nice forest. That's going to be the dark forest up here. I might do that even darker. And down here, that's going to be a lava river. And as you can see, ghouls and skeletons are going to live here. And yeah, and obviously these are rivers, sorry. This is going to be a lava river though. That's a forest and that's a lake. So just clearing things up. Oh yeah, and these are oases in, oasis? Is it oasis plural or oases? I'm not sure. Either way, these are oases in the deserts. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this came along. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do a finish on for part 1, where, as you can see, I'm very, very happy with this. In part 2, come back for when we firstly colour this in. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I might do watercolours. I might just stick to colour pencils, because this is not a watercolour sketchbook. It's for dry media, but I might do watercolours anyway, because it's quite good paper, and if I put paper underneath here, I don't think it'll do much of a difference to the thing. I also want to trace this because I've decided here I'm going to do the factions. So I'm actually really happy with how this has come along, and I think that it's going to become even better next time. And obviously these are going to be C's, just obviously it's quite obvious, but just in case. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. I think I've got everything now. Probably missed something anyone wanted to say. Oh, also, yeah, sorry, there was one thing I wanted to say. On this map, I've not actually filled out all of this area with factions, but I'll probably, since I definitely changed a lot from the map of this to here, but I don't know what to put in the desert yet, so if you have any ideas, please comment down below. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you enjoyed my content, subscribe. See you next video. Goodbye.